Many thanks again for rejoining us on the program TMI. We hope you enjoyed TMI Socials. But keep the conversation coming on our YouTube channel, where we'll have that video for you to comment on some of the issues that were raised and all of that conversation we had. I have with me here in the studio the President and Founder, Pius Alile Coalition Initiative, Honorable Pius Alile. Many thanks for joining us on the program. Always good to see you here.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okosu. It's been a long while.
It's been a while. Anyways, well, a major talking point is on the Edo State 2024 governorship election, which, I mean, is paid for the next 5 months, 21st of September, as it were. For election, it's always the political parties, INEC, security agents, and of course, the people. We know that the members of political parties, their power has ended with the primary, so to speak.
Yes.
The candidates are now before the electorate. I've heard people say that in the Edo State governorship election, a major factor in the conversation is how the lives of the people have been impacted by the federal government since the coming into force of the present administration in the country. How relevant is that to the conversation on Edo 2024?
Well, when it comes to governance, every aspect and every level of governance is relevant to the people, whether local governments, whether states, and federal governments. The activities of these governments are relevant to the lives of the people. The state government is not just that they get direct allocation from the federal government. They get statutory allocation, and they are supposed to also carry out programs that will benefit the well-being of the people. The government is just barely a year old, but the federal government have taken some drastic steps, very painful steps, and these painful steps are necessary for the future accomplishment of so many things that we need to achieve.
Those steps we've seen upsurge in the prices of commodities, hike in price of fuel. I mean, transportation is on the high, inflation is on the high, people can't afford to buy basic commodities and stuff like that.
No, when it comes to government policies, it takes time to begin to generate the required benefits to the people. It's everywhere in the world. You can't just put in policy today and expect it to start bringing benefits tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. We need to exercise a little bit of patience. For me, I believe that it's going to get better in view of the policies that have been implemented. The removal of oil subsidy was timely, and all the resources there will be channeled towards developing the economy and improving infrastructures. I think the government is already doing that. So there are a whole lot of things that the government have put in place that will take time
to mature.
Okay,
let me quickly take you on this point.
So I want the people to understand that the government policies is not magic. It's not magic. It's not a spiritual thing. It's physical.
Okay.
By the time you put in policies, it could generate its benefit in 2 years' time, in 1 year's time, in 6 months' time. So it all depends. That is where you have the short, medium, and the long-term goals in governance.
Okay.
And all these things come to play at the appropriate time. This government, as far as I'm concerned, is bold and courageous. Let me tell you, we need government that can be decisive sometimes. You understand? The initial pain will be there. And that is what government is about. Take strong decisions that will secure the nation. It's very important. So it's not just about trying to play politics with it.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So what, in your opinion, are the major hallmarks of activities that will shape the Edo State governorship election?
The Edo State governorship election, 2 things are already playing out. Very important. The candidates. That of the APC and that of the PDP, as far as I'm concerned. These are 2 major candidates that the people are really looking at. Some people are saying that APC candidate is not so fluent in English. And the other one is saying, the other one also have his own issues. But I want to say this very clearly, and it's very, very important. If you go to Spain, they speak Spanish. You go to France, they speak French. England speaks English. Even part of England, there are some areas, Newcastle upon Tyne, they speak Geordie. They speak their local dialect. Now, a man that knows how to speak his dialect is far better than a man that speaks English. Because that is your identity. That is who you are. A situation where you go to your village and carry and what is it called? Take interpreter to go and interpret your local dialect. It means you have lost your identity. Just as you are now, you are an Asian man. God forbid that you cannot speak Asian. You have lost yourself. You have just lost a whole of your well-being. You are a stranger to your people. You can't identify with them. And that is why we are having problem in this state now. A situation where you bring foreigners. I will call them foreigners because it is your socialization that matters, not even where you are born. If you were born in Benin and you grew up in Lagos, you are from Lagos, because that is where your socialization have taken place over time. You will not understand the culture of the people. Okay. You will not understand that Oba of Benin matters to us. It's part of our cultural heritage. No matter where we travel to in the world, it is our identity. So when you begin to play with certain cultural heritage and certain things that we value and we cherish most, you go to England, their monarch, the king, the queen just passed away not too long ago. These people are highly respected. It is part of who they are. So but when you bring strangers, just like PDP is doing now, bringing strangers, people cannot speak their own dialect.
What is your definition? What's your definition of a stranger?
I've just told you. You may be born here and you grow up in Lagos.
Okay.
You are a stranger.
But the APC, just a moment, the APC candidate is said that he was raised in Jos, had his businesses in Jos Plateau State. So that also positioned him in that mode of being a stranger to his people.
No, that's not true at all. The APC candidate has been at home. He has been involved in community activities. He speaks Ishan like anything. You go there, he has been carrying out community work over the years before he even came into politics. But the PDP candidate, where has he been? Do you ever know this man? Okay, but where has the PDP candidate been before now? Now we just end up voting people we don't know. I can tell you, even though I live abroad, I am known here. Even though I do a lot of things abroad, I am known here. I'm always home. I play my politics here. I do my community work here all the time. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you cannot grow up abroad. You are never home. If he's been home, he would have been able to speak his dialect. A man that cannot speak his language is that, as far as I'm concerned, it's a loss of identity.
Okay, let me take you on this.
He cannot identify.
Let me take you on this point.
With the needs of his people.
Governance in today's world,
yes,
is beyond speaking your language.
And
it's about capacity.
Yes.
It's about being in tune with modern realities in terms of governance models and stuff like that. Yes. I mean, those things we should consider right now. We should be thinking about right now.
No. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Understanding the needs of your people, they are vital to development.
Okay.
You can't impose development needs on the people. You can't come and say you know it all, and you begin to do projects that are not relevant to the lives of the people. You say because you've been abroad, you know everything. You just come. You can't speak their language. You don't know what they are thinking. You don't know their needs. You don't know their aspirations. So it is not about coming to impose on them. It is about talking to them.
Okay.
Understanding their needs. That does not mean you will not bring your ideas in. But you must be able to integrate yourself to the people. So when they are speaking to you, you know why they are thinking this way. Otherwise, you begin to say they don't know anything. Because that is what has happened over the last 7 years. Where projects that are not relevant to the people are being implemented everywhere. Projects that are not necessary. So when I hear people saying that you have to be too educated, no. You don't have to be too educated to govern very well. You need a heart of leadership. You need empathy. You need compassion. This has nothing to do with too much education. I speak English. I'm very fluent in Benin. I speak my language. It is necessary to communicate with my people.
Okay, is that what will bring foreign direct investment? Is that what will raise revenue? Is that what will bring economic development?
Our candidate is highly educated. That is not highly educated. He's highly educated. But you must identify with your people. Okay. And that is why this young man is at home with his people. And that is what matters. He cannot go to his village now and begin to look for an interpreter to interpret what the other person is saying. That is.
No, you said a while ago that there are two. The APC
cultural aberration.
You said APC. You said the APC.
Aberration.
You said APC and PDP are the two major contenders.
Absolutely.
But we saw in the last general election, the Labour Party, you know, were a major force to be reckoned with in Edo State, where they won the senatorial district, Edo South, and they also won a major constituency, the federal constituency of Edo, as it were.
Yes.
So that's not something to be reckoned.
That's not enough to win Edo State election. Is that enough to win the whole state? We are talking about the whole state. You must have a spread across the 3 senatorial districts. You cannot win 2 local government in Edo South. That's not enough. It's not sufficient to win a state. Are you following me? When we are talking, I was a PDP councillor. I was elected under PDP in 1999. PDP is a strong party, but they are defeatable. We've been defeating them for some time now. So what I'm saying is that what's it called? Labour Party does not have that spread to win this election. It's not possible. They are free to dream anyway. It's not bad for them to dream.
Okay,
we need 2 local governments in Edo South through the obedience movement. It's no longer tenable. You understand? It's no longer tenable at all, because in the first place, I do not think they might even be able to win the 2 local government that they won last time, or the 3 local government that they won in Edo South last time. That's not possible. That is one. But 2 is that they don't have that spread. Winning election has to do with a lot of structures within the party to be able to win election. So I am not saying that they are not. We need that third force. Okay. Because this is democracy. We need it. So for me, it's not a bad thing at all. In
spite of some of these misgivings that you have about the PDP and what the party has done in the state, we have also seen an exit or exodus of chieftains of the APC going into the PDP. That seems to mean that they don't share in these ideas that you have. A prominent member of the APC just left a few days ago to join the PDP. And one of the reasons that he clearly stated was that the APC candidate for him doesn't have what it takes to govern. He's not articulate both in English and even his native language. Or you are saying otherwise?
Yes, he doesn't know him. Ogbegye that you are talking about was in APC. Few months ago, he was one of those that were rejoicing that this particular candidate emerged. We have his record on social media. He was happy. What have changed?
He has assessed the candidate. He has assessed the candidate.
No, he knows the candidate. He's been knowing.
Maybe at the time he was rejoicing, he hadn't done his assessment of the candidate.
No, because this is hypocritical movement, hypocritical behavior. I don't believe in it. You've said this candidate is good. You've written on social media and everywhere. You were happy. So what changed? What changed? So, well, for that young man, as far as I'm concerned, he has a right to exercise his political freedom. He has a right, it's a civic responsibility for you to, what is it called?
But that shows all is not well with the APC moving to the election.
The number of people that have moved from PDP to APC is a lot. You just mentioned Ogbegye, a lot have moved, and they are still moving every day, including from Labour. You understand? They are the major recipients of people decamping from other parties. APC, as the state stands today, they are the major recipients of people decamping. Some of them we don't even put on social media, or we don't even put on television. But so many of them, you've seen them. So that is not the issue at all. If that young man decided to exercise his right to self-determination, it's a civic action. So that's fine. I don't have any problem with him at all. I wish him well. I wish him good luck.
Okay. There's a talk that part of the reason why the APC has not been able to constitute its campaign council is because of the differences, misgiving that the party is yet to recover from its primaries, on how the primaries was conducted, how the current leadership or the candidate emerged and the deputy emerged, and all of those issues. Quickly, as we call it a wrap now.
Yes, in a big party, there is bound to be different contending groups. You need to bring everybody together and reconcile everybody properly. So for me, we are taking our time to constitute our campaign council team, not because there are issues. It's because we want to accommodate every area of the party and make sure that everybody is happy. And that is what we are doing. I don't think that is wrong at all. And that is what the party is doing. There is nothing wrong at all. The official, what is it called? The campaign just started not too long ago. It's about a week now, officially. So there is time to put things together. We have about 3-4 months to campaign. So it's not... Are
you disturbed by the fact that your candidate has been finding it difficult to engage intellectual discourse in recent times? For example, at the BIU engagement, it was scheduled to be there. He didn't show up, and several other instances.
The issue of engagement will start soon. The party is preparing to engage with our people, and the candidate will be out to engage with our people. And just as I said, the official, what's it called, the campaign started officially 24th, 25th of last month. So it's just about a week or two old. So, and we have enough time to assess, for you to assess the candidate. There's enough time to do that. Okay. So not that the candidate is hiding from the press.
What's your take on the level of political education of a dual electorate as far as this election is concerned?
Well, let me tell you this. It's all about infrastructure, all about development. The people should assess if the government of Governor Obaseki did well. It's left for them to decide. Then, if he did well, then there should be continuity, is it not? So it's left for the people to decide. But for us, we know this governor, Governor Obaseki, has completely messed up the state over the last 7 years. So we don't have any issue with that.
This is subjective. Let
the people, because let the people decide. This election is about Governor Obaseki.
But he's not on the ballot. He's not on the ballot.
No, it doesn't matter. It's about his performance. Because this is what we call it's a political party. It's in PDP. It's a PDP government. That is a continuation. If the people feel that, oh yes, he has done well, then let them try. Okay. But for us, we know the people are wiser now. He deceived them 4 years ago, but they now know now. If you say you will give them Gelegele support and it's not there, yeah, you say you will give them 3 Central Hospital, it's not there. You went to a donut, you said you will give them airport, it's not there. There are a whole lot of things that you promised the people, they are not there. You promised 192 health centers across in 192 wards, they are not there. All the things that you promised, they are not there. Where rain falls for just 2 minutes in Benin, everywhere is drowned. You can't even drive. There are no 4 lanes in Benin. There are no 5 lanes. There are no overhead bridge. In Benin City, in Edo State, development is in the head of Obaseki. He believed that this place is London. He has done everything. But let me tell you, they are all in his boardroom, where he has been discussing with his cohort over the last 4 years. Okay. They did not perform, and they failed the people completely.
All right, so we'll leave that to the people to decide on the 21st of September 2024 if this government has lived up to expectation or not. Honorable Pastor Lile, thank you for joining us on the program. Yes, last word. Last word.
You know my birthday is coming up now.
Yes, that's on the 17th, on the 18th. What do you have on the 17th?
On the 17th, I'm giving out some items. Okay. To over 100 beneficiaries.
Okay, you have laptops, you have grinding machines, sewing machines. Fantastic.
And so many things for our students.
That will be at Elora.
At Elora, yes.
Okay, on the 17th.
That will be on That will be on Friday.
On Friday.
On Saturday.
That's next week, actually.
Yes, next week.
Next week, Saturday, yes. On the 18th is the big day.
Absolutely.
We'll be chopping, we'll be dancing.
That will be on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Chopping.
Yes, chopping
on Friday is to give out.
It's to give out.
On Saturday is chopping.
Yeah.
Why at a Steam Hotel?
Yes.
Then on Sunday is basically Thanksgiving.
Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
To give God
happy birthday in advance.
And to prepare for APC victory in 2000.